Hey everyone, today we're going to learn about hot water heaters. This one's a gas hot water heater. And let's go over each of the parts here. So we have up here at the top, the cold water inlet marked in blue and the hot water outlet marked in red. We also have this top of the anti-corrosion anode rod here that acts as a magnet, so to speak, to the corrosion that's happening from the water. So instead of eating the tank away directly, if the water has any hard elements, it begins by corroding this rod instead of um, the tank. So let's go ahead and look at the pressure relief valve right here. So when the pressure builds up too much in a hot water heater, or the volume and the temperature make it want to blow up, there's actually a pressure relief valve right here. And when it gets to be too much, this opens and then hot water starts spurting out of this pipe onto the floor instead of causing an explosion. So very, very handy. Here at the bottom, there's a drain valve. This is really good for opening during your once a year maintenance and letting all the sediment drain out of your hot water tank. This sediment effectively acts as an insulation, and so it makes it harder to heat up your water. So it's a good idea to let that out every year during your maintenance. This is the gas control valve, and this over here is the gas inlet. So your gas line would be plugged in here, and then this is also plugged in electrically, and this controls the temperature and the amount of gas that's going into your hot water heater. You can see these two lines here that let the gas in and the electrical feed to the thermocoupler down here at the burner. So let's go ahead and take a look inside of this tank. So if we slice in here real quick, let's pivot over here. You can see those two lines coming down here to the burner. This emits some flames, heats up the water tank right here, and then the water heats up over here. One thing I failed to mention is that the gas control valve has a thermostat over here to let it know once it's reached temperature. So that sits in the water and takes its temperature. You can see the sacrificial anode rod over here. You can see the uh, hot water outlet pipe, and here in the back you can see the cold water inlet pipe, as well as the pressure relief valve. Here in the middle is an exhaust duct with a baffle in the middle to slow down the speeds of the exhaust going through this duct over here. So that just helps control it a little bit more. This is where the duct exits the water tank, and then your exhaust duct connects up here. A lot of water tanks will have glass or ceramic or maybe even stone lining to prevent corrosion to the tank itself. And then usually there is some insulation here, kind of in this bright blue area that we're seeing. And that's pretty much the makeup of a gas water heater.